Welcome 2019. I know today isn't the first day of the month or of the year, but it's the day that I chose to begin making this video. I may not get the video all the way done today, and then again I may. I just wanted to start out by wishing everyone a wonderful, wonderful 2019. May all your wishes and dreams come true. I'm going to begin by showing you my little mini, very mini indoor garden. Since the weather outside is, well, it's not terribly frightful, it's just wet and dreary. It's been running in the 30s and 40s. And I'm somewhere in between zone 5 and 6. What is it, 5A, 6B? Or maybe it's the other way around. I always forget. Anyway, here we have fairly cold winters, not cold compared to, Wisconsin or Michigan or North Dakota or any place like that. But we, generally speaking, have had some snow by now, and well, we did have one day when we had snow, maybe about half an inch, but it melted straight away. Usually we've had more by now, but we didn't, and the snow that we did have was on Christmas Day. Someone must have prayed for a white Christmas, because we got a white Christmas, technically. Anyway, our winters here on the eastern side of the state of Oregon can be quite a bit colder than on the western side of the state of Oregon. They, generally speaking, get more rain than we do. We get the colder, freezing fog, ice, snow. I think in the last few years, maybe not as much as sometimes in the past, but I don't know. I've only lived here for going on 24 years, about 23 and a half years actually. I've lived on this side of the state. So we have cold winters, in a manner of speaking, but very hot summers. It can be in the 100s, not as hot as like southern Nevada, definitely not that hot, but still quite hot. We can run in the 90s and low 100s, 80s, 90s, and low 100s most of the summer. Just enough that the tomatoes decide to just kind of stop blooming for a while, and then when we have a cool day, it blooms, and then it just kind of stunts the growth of some of the things that prefer warm but not hot weather, and makes it so that we can't grow those particular plants this time of year, because we have, even though it may be in the 30s and 40s during the day, at nighttime it can get down in the 20s, sometimes even less than that. This year it's been in the 20s. We got our first frost, first part of October, might have been late September. No, I think it was the first part of October. I should have written it down. Anyway, so outdoor gardening is pretty much non-existent. I planted some garlic before the cold weather came, and it sort of poked its head up, but I've got it well mulched. Got some kale and some Swiss chard that's doing relatively okay underneath some caterpillar low tunnels, whatever you want to call them. Just something, some plastic thrown over them with something to keep the plastic up off of the plants. I used hula hoops. I'm a cheapskate. I didn't build anything fancier or whatever. I use what I have around the house or what I can get at the dollar store, or for not very much at Walmart or our local farm supply store. Anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show you my little garden, my little indoor garden, very, 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 very little indoor garden, as well as my house plants and what have you that I have in the house. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can see that my little garden is very little as I walk toward it here. It's got my Walmart grow light on it, and I have here some basil. This is basil also that was just planted. Some lettuce, and I've taken some outer leaves off of it a couple of times already and thrown them directly into my mouth. I'm not sure what this is. It was in with a salad mix that I made microgreens out of, and I just kind of replanted this one. This one is lettuce, and I'm hoping that it gets to be like this one. I planted some, I was going to write, I think it's a lettuce in here, and there's lettuce in here, and I harvested some of them earlier today, so it's looking a little scrawny. This one is salad mix. This one is some Swiss chard that I saved some seeds from, some that bolted in my garden, so I'm thinking that that's what that's going to be. This I haven't replanted. It's got a few little plants in there. It was arugula, and I harvested most of it, but I haven't replanted it yet. This is, just a minute, let me look at my label. It's lettuce. And they tend to go toward the light. Arugula. More lettuce. Here I planted, and it's an experiment to see if there'll come up some lemon seeds that I plucked out of the lemon that I had for my tea. Here, and I did have some sunflower microgreens in here. I planted some chia seeds, and they're just poking their little heads up. Over here, I'm trying an experiment to see if I can do aquaculture, that's hard to say, aquaculture in that container. So it's got water instead of dirt, and I used some oasis foam to plant in. On my windowsill, I have here, can you see it? That is some celery that I am starting from the bottom of a celery stalk that I got from the grocery store. And here is some starts of some of my house plants, Christmas cactus and Hoya, I think it's called. There and there. Here we have okay, I knew the name of it until I went to say it. Ficus tree. And here's some mint. Whoops, right here. Wait a minute, I can't see it. This one, okay. The mint. I think it's not surviving. And here's I'm almost sure this is an avocado, but I couldn't swear by it. My daughter had it, and she wasn't sure what it was either. So, she had tried to start both, apparently, both an avocado and a lemon. She wasn't sure what it was. Maybe if you know what it is, put that in the comments below. Let me know what you think. My Christmas presents, I love it. Love it, love it. And we're going to look through the screen door at my outdoors. You can see it's just kind of overcast, dreary. I needed to get out there and trim my roses down, but I didn't. Hopefully I will, but I haven't yet. So that's it for, what is today? Today is January 5th already. Oh my goodness, the time goes so fast. So I think I'll wrap up this video for this time. As usual, I would like you to subscribe to my channel. My number of subscribers is slowly growing. So be sure and share, comment, whatever. I've discovered that if I comment on other people's videos, I tend to eventually get more subscribers. So it's a slow process. And I'm anxious for spring to come. I have all kinds of plans. I've got my Baker Creek catalog, and I've ordered some other catalogs. Let's see if I can show you my Baker Creek catalog here before we sign off. Yeah. And I've got all kinds of things marked in there that I want. Obviously, I probably won't get everything, but I will have to spend some time narrowing it down to what I think I actually can grow. I'd like to add a lot more perennials to my yard so that I have more landscape all the time without having to be planting and replanting. But I'm also anxious for my vegetable garden, which of course I do have to primarily plant every spring. And I'm hoping to get some of my plants started indoors before spring comes, and I know I will buy some of them already started at the store, just because with my past experience they tend to do better than the ones I plant myself. But I've been gradually learning more about growing things, and so we'll see how it goes this spring. I'm anxious for it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful new year. Well, all year, from January 1st through December 31st, May 2019. Be the best one you've had yet. Remember, keep positive. Remember to tell the people that you love them. Get involved in something that enriches your life. And happy planting, happy gardening. Bye for now. Be sure and like my video and look at my other videos that I've done. I'm gradually building up my video collection. And I don't know that I'm as interesting as a lot of other people, but I'm in the process of learning. I do all my videoing with my phone. Once in a while, my tablet, the phone seems to have a better editing program on it than my tablet does. If you have any ideas for an app that just really is good at editing videos, put it in the comments. My devices are Android, that helps. Just, I would like to become a little more professional, I guess is the right word, at doing my videos. So, your ideas are welcome. Well, I tried to sign off here and I keep talking. Sometimes that happens to me. Happy gardening.